Ooh, hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. I am Stopher Cavins still, and I'm still a psychic medium. How is everybody doing? It's wonderful to be back with you after a little bit of a break for Thanksgiving. I'm just going to throw up a banner. Which one do I want to put in here? We will be doing questions tonight. If you are putting them into the chat, please follow these instructions right here on the screen. And then if you'd like to come on to the video, which I always love connecting with you like that, please check out the pinned link right there in the YouTube. I believe it's in blue. So there's a link in there and you can come on and chat with me and get your psychic or mediumship question answered. Otherwise, throw those in the chat. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you all for being here. Evelyn, thank you for the intro. I didn't do that. Fiverr. All right, let's see. Evelyn, I've got your question started, I think. Jumping around. Billy, thank you for being here. You're new. If you have not yet, not just for Billy, but for anyone watching live or on the replay, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I would be forever grateful. If you could just go ahead and go subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff. I appreciate all of it. 411 Flowers got it starred. We'll be getting into questions here in just a few moments. Just wanted to chat with everybody. Mimi Martin, starred. Link isn't working. Myrat, I'm not sure why the link wouldn't be working. Let me put it in here again. I believe this is the same link that's pinned. Hi, Jennifer Folsom from Texas. Thank you for being here. Soul Path Messages, I have that starred. All right, how was everybody's Thanksgiving holiday? If you could, let me know what you did. Throw that in the chat. I'd love to hear from everybody. I went over to we live near the beach here in LA. So my in-laws, they live probably like an hour and a half inland. So my husband and I and the dog packed up and went over to their house. Stayed for a day or two. It was fun. The next day we went to Disneyland with a mutual friend of ours and my auntie by marriage who's in from New Jersey. So that was like a full day thing. It was super duper fun. But as I get older, what I notice is I can have like a day of fun and I can get through it and it's fine. But like a day or two later, it's disaster. So I think it caught up to me on Sunday. And even my husband, who's a little bit younger than me, we were just both feeling like kind of blah on Sunday. So it was cool because we were able to stay home, watch football, not mess with anybody, just ate too much. Yeah, that happens. I'm not sick again. Does it sound like I have my sick voice? I'm not trying to. I never fully I'm not sick. I haven't been sick for a while, but yeah, there's been sinus things that haven't fully 100% cleared up. So, but I feel fine. Can you get a reading for 2024 in love and finances? Lena, you're asking several different things here. You're asking about finances and love. We'll do one or the other, okay? But I've got your question starred, so you don't have to put it in anymore. All right, and thank you for being here, Lena. All right, what else? Oh, I noticed for anybody that does anything with StreamYard, which is the software that I stream with, and I think most people in the community or most people that stream live on YouTube and different platforms use StreamYard. And I just noticed that they added. I might be late to the party, but I just noticed they added a feature to do a little touch up for the video. So I don't have it cranked all the way up, but if you notice, I'm looking a little bit better. No, I did not have work done. I just think it's kind of cool that they finally, because you can do that on Zoom. And I take full advantage of that just to kind of, even out the skin tones and that kind of thing. So if you do anything with StreamYard and you haven't noticed that yet, go into your camera settings and you can, just touch up the appearance a little bit. I appreciate it. I appreciate it on my end that I'm able to do that. Be Free, what is up? Thank you for being here. Claudia, hello. Swish 999. What else was I going to say? I'm thinking about doing I've never done this before, so I'm thinking about doing a predictions for 2024 content video that will be like pre-recorded and putting that out it's almost December. Putting that out in December. So let me know whether you're watching this live or on the replay. You can put in the comments some kind of topics or questions you would like answered or that you're curious about for 2024, any part of the year, the beginning, middle, or end, or just throughout the whole year. Because I have been getting some kind of hits. I work a little different than, I don't see premonitions or things like that. When I make predictions, it's more so, and I tell this to all my clients when I'm reading for them, I'm feeling energy that's already activated. I'm reading energy and kind of how it flows down the line. So it's things that are kind of already in place or already predisposed to happen. So when I get hits, they're usually fairly close. Sometimes they're down the line a little bit if they're already activated, but that's kind of how I get it. It's not that some alien or extraterrestrial or galactic being is throwing them in my brain. That's not how it works for me. This is just not how it works for me. Anyway, so it's a little different, but I have been getting some hits and reading some energies that have happened like a day or two later after I've gotten them. There was something that I saw in the news the other day. I won't even go into what it was, but it was kind of tragic. But I had a thought about it, and I thought, is this for 2024? What's going on? The next day, I saw it in the news, so it was wild. But yeah, if you have anything for 2024 predictions that you would like me to cover, let me know. I'll see if I can fill into it. Deb D, got it. Get your arm on, got it. Chioko, got it. Got your question, starred. Prince Charming's mom. Hi, Cheryl. Lisa Niedermeyer. Yeah, I know you've been trying to come on for a few weeks. Next week, we can try next week, week after. Once you get your internet speed up. Be Free, you got your question. Okay, cool. So Let me just go through my spiel and then I'll bring on some folks and I'll get into the questions. Let me just bring it up because I forget. All right. Once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do that. Forever grateful for you. Turn on the bell. I think you can click for alarms and alerts so that when I do go live or if I do put up any kind of content, you will get an alert through YouTube. If you have not hit the like button yet, please do that. So we're going to be doing psychic and mediumship readings tonight. I don't do mediumship readings in the chat. I do them for folks that want to come on to the live. It's mainly because it's a better connection for me. It's a better experience for you guys watching. If I'm doing it in the chat, it's just there's too much of a delay and it doesn't really work as well, kind of up to my standards as far as mediumship goes. Easy for me to say. The psychic readings I can do quite easily in the chat because I'm just kind of giving you what I get. And, I do like the feedback, but for the most part, I don't need to kind of know a yes or no on things. It's just a little bit easier. So as I mentioned before, there's two ways to get a reading. The first way is to use the pinned link in the chat. You can come on the live stream with me, and I do give preference to those folks. So if I see you in the green room here coming on live, I will choose you first. The other way is to put your question into the chat and put it in all caps. Throw some emojis on there so that I can easily identify it, and then I will star it and answer it. I'll do the best I can to answer. I usually get 30 to 40 questions every Thursday. So I'll do my best to get to as many of them as possible. I can't guarantee. I don't go in any kind of order, just the ones that I'm called to look at. All right. Donation. So if you do feel called to donate, whether through super chat or stickers or whatever they do here on YouTube, I think my PayPal is probably connected somewhere. Excuse me. It's not required, but if you feel the need to do that, basically what I'm going to do is collect those, and eventually I'm going to be making a donation to a local, regional, or national charity. I will show receipts for that once I get around to doing it, because I have an understanding with spirit that this is something I do every week or whatever I'm called to for free. So if I were to put that money into my account, it wouldn't be doing it for free, would it? So feel free to donate if that's what you are called to do. I don't give any kind of preference to folks that donate. So if you're donating just to get your question moved up in the list, that's not how it works for me. But I do appreciate it, and it will be donated. All right, the upcoming events. I do have all my workshops are done. I finished the other one last night. I do have some upcoming courses that start in early January. There's a beginner's course and an intermediate course, intermediate advanced. They're 4 weeks. They start in, I think, the first Tuesday and Wednesday in January. Those courses will be going congruently. But if you're interested in that, please go to my website, stophercavins.com. You can easily find it under the education tab and register there. And also there's more information about what those courses cover. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'll be happy to answer them. I do have a special live coming up here on YouTube on Tuesday the 5th. So that's just next week. It is for pet energy reading. So I'm super excited about this. It's basically, bring your dog, bring your cat. They don't have to be on the live. They don't have to be in the room. You can just let me know who you want to connect with. I'm going to be connecting with living animals, dogs, cats, birds, guinea pigs, whatever it is. So if you could join that, it's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific time on the 5th. Yeah. All right. You ready to start the readings? That's my spiel. Hey, Jet. Hey, Carol. All right, Tracy. Hi. All right, let's bring on Mai. You ready, Mai? Let's do it. What's up, love? Let's get rid of this.
Hello.
Oh, I can hear you. Perfect.
You can hear me fine?
I can hear you. I can see you. How are you doing?
Great. I'm pretty good today, I guess. I mean, not terrible, but yeah.
It's a struggle sometimes. How can I help you?
Yeah. I wanted to know what could I do as a side hustle?
All right. Do I have permission to connect with your energies?
Yes.
All right, I think there's a little bit of a delay, so we'll work through it. All right. Give me just a moment as I kind of tune into that. Okay. I actually think this is going to be shown to you. So a few things that come up for me. There's something that feels to me like it's an admin type of situation that is going to be shown to you. The universe will say, hey, here's a friend that could use some help, or here's a business that's kind of in your area or being shown to you that needs somebody part-time, or as like a contract work. So it feels to me like kind of administration, such as like scheduling, that type of thing. Also, there's an opportunity, and I don't know if you're astute at like marketing or any kind of like business like that, but there's something where you can kind of jump in and perhaps help with social media, or kind of be an assistant of some sort, helping different people, different small service providers, doing like marketing or kind of little small jobs on the back end of their business. So this would be this could be people that are in real estate, people that are in insurance, people that are even light workers. I don't these types of service providers. There's going to be,
Mhm.
and I feel, once again, I feel like it's going to be shown to you. I feel like there's going to be people that either reach out, or that are a member of some community that you're also a member of, that kind of show themselves of, hey, I need some help. And you'll be able to work for more than one person. And
Okay.
eventually you could even maybe start your own little business where you're going to people saying, hey, I'm offering this service. So there's that. Are you interested in any kind of marketing or that type of situation?
Uh, I've actually never thought about it.
So think about it. So there's something there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but they're showing me something where you're kind of a little bit of an assistant of some sort to small business owners.
Okay.
All right. Keep I almost feel like what they're showing me is this is going to start with a friend or a family member that has a small business, and you're having a conversation, or you hear it maybe through the grapevine where they're saying, oh, I could really use help, or somebody to do X, Y, and Z for me on the back end of my business. So
Mhm.
it feels to me like a support role.
Okay.
All right. I'm not sure that there's a lot of like, if it's a passion project for you, I don't think it feels like that, but it feels like something you can do on the side and make a little extra money.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
No
Yeah.
problem. Good luck with it. Keep us up to date on how that goes.
All right. I'll let you know.
All right. Thanks, Mai. Have a good night.
Good night. I still watch.
Okay. Of course. Yeah. Stick around, please. All right. Cool. I'm just going through star, star, star. Jennifer, you said huge electrical problems, huge solar storms headed our way. Hey, be safe. Solar storm. So what is a solar storm? So I have no idea. That's in Texas, right? So it just like kind of throws off your electrical grid or something. Hi there, new to this site, always ready for something new. Thank you for being here, Hourglass Tarot. All right, I guess I can. Solar flares, cool. I had a power outage that was unexpected last night. It was probably like 11, 10 or 11, between 10 or 11 p.m. And that's usually when I'm kind of climbing into bed, and then I'll throw on the TV and just kind of be mindless for an hour or so before I actually go to sleep. So it was like literally as I was coming up the stairs and about to go into the bedroom, and then the power all went out. It was for like the whole block was out. So I just went to sleep. So that was kind of cool. So I didn't waste that hour or so just watching stupid TV. And then power came on at about 1:30 a.m. And of course, all the lights were on, so I had to get up and turn off the lights. So that was nice. Oh, I forgot to mention in my little intro, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a licensed counselor, I'm not a licensed real estate agent. So I will read on those types of topics. When I do read on them, it's not to be misconstrued for legal advice, medical advice. I'm not doing any kind of diagnosis, real estate advice, counseling, none of that. What I'm doing is I'm just feeling into your energy and giving you my opinion on what I'm feeling. All right. For those types of things, please consult with the proper professionals. All right, Lena. May I get a reading for 2024 love and finances? We're going to do one or the other. Let me just see what I'm feeling called to more. Excuse me. So I'm called more to the love part of this question, and the reason is I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity for a partner. Specifically, I'm feeling a male partner. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean whatever you like. But I'm feeling more of a masculine energy coming in. So with this though, there's a little bit of a beware. I don't know that this is your person, and I don't know that. I mean, I never tell people what to do, but if you get involved with this person, there might be some hard lessons learned from it. So just really kind of have your antennas up when we talk about different people coming into your life, especially when we talk about romantically coming into your life. I feel almost like middle part of the year of 2024. So we're talking June and July, where there could be somebody that's brought to you that may not be the best lined up. So there might be some hard lessons learned if you don't have solid boundaries with this person, or if you just jump into something. So once again, just have your antennas up. And so that's why I wanted to kind of cover love rather than the finances. I feel like finances are going to be kind of status quo for you, whether that's good, bad, or in the middle. But the love thing, be really careful about who you kind of bear your heart to this year, especially in the middle part of the year. I feel like next year is more of an opportunity, because this year it feels like there could be some shisty folks coming in. So be careful. All right, Don. Should I proceed with launching my energy balancing and tarot/oracle reading business? Will it be successful? Don't wait. Now is what I hear. I do want to say there's going to be some reiterations of this. Your energies are saying, it's almost like kind of like I did it, is I just kind of got out there and did it. Like I didn't wait. I was like practicing, and then like a month later I'm in it professionally. They're showing me a little bit of that. So there's no reason to wait. It's not going to be perfect out of the gate. It's not even going to be close to perfect out of the gate. And that's okay. The alternative will be almost like wasted time if you don't get out there and just do it. There's going to be several iterations of what you do, is what they're showing me. So it will look very, very different 6 months down the road after you start, 12 months down the road, and so on. But you're going to be best served to just kind of get it out there and then let it evolve. All right. I feel like when I talk about it evolving and changing, client base will change very drastically as well, and that's okay. So I feel like for you, the road being a little rockier is fine, because time is of the essence for this, is what I'm getting. Successful, yes, I feel like overall it will be successful. Financially, I feel like you're gonna have to have something else for a while, for probably 2 years. But successful in the way that you're really enjoying what you're doing, you're providing help to people, they are responding well. So all that kumbaya energy is there. Financially, I don't know how you measure that, but I feel like it will eventually get there, but that's a longer timeline. All right, thank you for the question and good luck. Let us know how that goes. Let me just check in with my folks. All right, Lena, thank you. You appreciate it. I'll just throw it up. Everything in the past has came true. Cool. That's the goal, right? Let's see. Let's just throw this one in. Show me files, files, files. I feel like this is also part of it feels to me like it's and it may not necessarily be admin, but it feels to me like there is kind of a structure organization to it. There's a bit of a duality here. So overall, I think, yes, you're going to enjoy it. I think it's actually going to be challenging in ways, but they're showing me like two parts to the job. And I hope you can understand this, where part of it is a little more, as I say, like robotic and a little more buttoned up. And then there's a part of it where you're going to feel like you can kind of free form and free flow and just kind of, and I don't necessarily mean like in a creative way, but in a way that allows you to kind of just do your thing. And then there's that part of it that you may not enjoy as much. That's a little bit more, kind of the office back end work of it. So it's a little bit of yes, a little bit of no, but mostly yes. And I think you're actually going to really enjoy the people you work for and that you work with. And eventually it could, because they're also showing me, as I say that, they're showing me that people will eventually be working for you. So it could go into a bit of a manager level at some point as well, or where you have a team under you. All right. So good luck with that. I think it's like 75% in the good is what I'm getting. Thank you, Sharon Sipe. Thank you for being here. Happy birthday to everybody this month. All right, we're almost into December. That's my month and my husband's month. So we'll have our birthdays this coming. Let's do this. Yeah, I feel like I've read on this before because this energy, I don't know exactly, and I don't know what I said or what came in, but it feels familiar to me. I do think that there is some safety concerns. I think moving is going to be difficult. Should you move? I never tell people what to do, of course, but there's a lot of energy around moving could be a really good solution for what's going on. I think it's going to be challenging for you. Just they're showing me your situation and some of the resources that are available to you, where you might even not get into a better situation. So do whatever you can. All right. If there's a third party that needs to come in to help with what's going on, I would suggest that. But yeah, I'm concerned about your safety as well. Environmentally as well is kind of what I'm getting. So there's some people either in your building or around you that don't trust. And there's also some environmental situations within your unit or where you're at that are also unhealthy. So like I said, protect yourself in every way. Go to whatever city, state, police, whatever it is you need to do. If you can move, do it. But I think they're just showing me that they're showing me some obstacles in that. But if you can, yeah. All right, Sharon, thank you for putting the links up. And thank you to all the moderators that are helping with links and saying hi to everyone and all that good stuff. Daughter's the 26th. I think that's I've got so many December birthdays. Liz, I think that's my stepdad is the 26th. Sister's the 24th. I'm the 19th. My husband, Christian, is the 27th. My grandson's the 1st. My father-in-law is the 1st of January. Granddaughter is the 11th, I think. All right, you're welcome, LR72. Let's go back into the questions. Once again, if anybody wants to come on live, I will throw you to the front of the line and you can get your mediumship, get your psychic question. All right, let's do this. Airbound, future regarding finances. Okay, I'm just going to give you the 2024 timeline that I have. I feel like they're a little lean right now, and I feel like they continue to be lean until I want to get into spring. So we're talking late March. I'm targeting April more than anything. And I feel like that kind of improvement is what's coming in. And I feel like it has to do with a third party. So if you're in a relationship or you have somebody that kind of maybe lives in the home and helps with finances as far as what's coming in to you, I feel like that improves. It doesn't feel like it's what is coming from you necessarily, but a third party. So that improves and gives you a nice little bump, and then it kind of evens out again. And then we get into September, and once again, this is where the energy is sitting now. These timelines can always shift based on what happens. But September feels like actually a nice bump, and this feels like it's more connected to you, something you have coming in. And when I say windfall, it doesn't mean millions of dollars. It could be, but that's not necessarily what I'm getting. But it's a nice chunk of money that could be very, very helpful. So I got that coming in around September for you as it sits now. And I actually feel like I'm going to back up, because when I was talking about April, spring, I feel like this has to do, and I'm not sure if this is you or the third party, but it has to do with another income or another job or some kind of additional income coming in. So look out for that opportunity. It's going to help you. I feel like overall we're kind of doing a little bit of an up and down, but it ends up being a trajectory up overall. Okay. So you've got some help coming in, is what I'm hearing. So I hope that helps you. Good luck. All right, Cass, I have your question starred. We'll get to it if we can. Okay, so let's address this. So can you tell me if Nancy's cancer is back? No, I cannot. I don't do diagnosis for several reasons. One thing, I think was dangerous for me to do that. Another thing is that's not really how I feel those types of energies. Let me see what I do feel around Nancy, though. So we'll attack it that way. I can tell you what I'm getting is with Nancy, this feels to me like it's been a long road. It feels to me like it has been a kind of an up and down. So let me know if you can understand that this is either, I feel like she's gone, and I don't know the terminology, but in like remission, like where the cancer has either left and then come back once before, if you can understand that. And so I feel like what they're showing me is there is going to be a continued, and I don't know if it has to do with cancer coming back. That's not what I'm saying, but they are showing me a long road continued. So, and this could be just management of some of the other things that are going on with her. So I do think her health will continue to be something that I don't want to say is a problem, but it's something that has to be managed, whether it's cancer or something else. So in the support, I feel like she's actually going to need support. The word I want to use, like logistically, this is more about her either getting to appointments or having tasks done for her. So I'm not sure if you're in a place where you can do that, if you're physically close to her, but I actually think that she's going to need some help, like getting things done, or perhaps with travel, that type of thing, helping around the house. So if you can help in that way, that's one way she's going to be able to use it. And we're all sending healing energy to Nancy. Okay. It's been in remission for 10 years. Okay. Got it. Yeah, I don't know that it, like I say, I don't do the I'm not going to tell anybody if cancer's back or make any kind of diagnosis, but I do feel like there's something where she's got to kind of keep monitoring her health and keep managing something about her health. Okay, just to keep herself healthy and in a good place. And if not, it's almost like it could tilt in a less favorable direction. What's this say? Okay, and I do see some folks that are trying to come on. I'll bring you on in just a moment. Took my foster kittens to a place to be adopted. Do you see them being adopted by the end of Saturday? Hopefully they won't be in kennels very long. I've got 3 of the 4 being adopted. I feel like 2 go to one place, 1 goes to another place, and then the 4th one is a little challenging. And I feel like this is, if you can understand, because they're showing me a very dark cat, kitten. So I feel like this is the one that's either got something interesting about it, or is the runt, or is not as like desirable for some reason. So this one's a little bit harder. So the fourth one, and I'm not sure if you're able to take it in, take it back, or if that's something you want to do, but I'm showing the fourth one, it will not be gone by Saturday. Will still be in the facility you took it. All right. So you might have to, if you want that animal adopted sooner, you might actually have to help promote or tell people about it as well. All right, let's bring on Jennifer. Are you ready to come on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yay!
How are you?
I'm super. How are you?
Super. I'm super as well. Look at us, both super. Do we get to see you or just audio? I mean, that's fine if you want to just do audio.
I'm just on audio at the moment.
Okay. How can we help you tonight? How can I help you tonight?
Well, I was looking for some clarity on why my in-laws who have passed away, why they stopped speaking to me 16 years ago when my husband passed. We were always on good terms, and since they're passed, I have since found out a few things. I didn't understand why they stopped speaking to me.
Okay. Does your husband have a brother that's still around?
He had a half brother.
Okay. There's something here with the brother that's also involved in what went on with the in-laws. So I have to connect the in-laws and what happened with their relationship to you to a half brother. Would you understand that? And if it's a no, that's always okay.
That
And actually, I wasn't hearing half brother. I was hearing brother.
well.
I'm sorry?
The half brother is deceased.
Okay. Was he alive when your husband passed?
No.
Okay. There's something here because I just have to connect the brother. I wasn't hearing half brother. I was hearing brother, which is same thing, right? There's a connection. So it's either something they learned or a situation that they had that they learned from a situation with the brother that has caused them to behave the way they did or to make the decisions they did. They're showing me a connection with that brother and something that happened with him. So I just feel like this is something they were doing to, like, they felt like they were protecting themselves, whether it was their energy, their heart, I don't think it was personal. That's not what I'm getting anyway.
Okay.
I just broke my pen. Does that make sense to you at all, or do you think it was personal?
Well, I never understood how it could be personal.
Because it wasn't. I don't feel like it was. When spirit shows me this connection, so they're not showing me the connection to you or anything you did that would have upset them or bothered them or made them turn away from you. It's more so something that they understood about their own situation that they didn't want to deal with or they wanted to protect themselves from. And it's something that they learned or a situation they had dealt with before that involved the brother that passed away before.
Oh,
okay. It's almost like honoring that situation. Like, we don't want to go down that road. We want to just make a clean break. So it doesn't feel like it was personal. I don't have any more details as far as what it was, but I would just, the guides and the energy wants you to know it wasn't something you did that turned them off of pursuing that relationship.
great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Well, have a good night, my dear.
Yes, I will. You too.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Let's bring on Jen. Jen, like
Hello.
the drink.
Well, yes. So you go from Jennifer to Jen.
I love it. Well, hey, that's cool. I shortened my name, so let's do it.
That's
How are you
work.
tonight?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Sweet. How can I help you?
I want to know what my strongest area or my strength is in the metaphysical world. I've been dabbling in the cards and trying to learn mediumship and Akashic records, and so I'm dabbling a lot, but I want to know where we should be focusing my energy.
Okay. The first thing I have up is a weakness. Can we go there?
Oh, okay. There's that. That
Sorry.
works.
I'm the bad news medium. That's what I do.
That's
No, I'm
okay.
just kidding. But because I always look for hurdles. So would you understand that you have a very like organized kind of brain and way of thinking?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this is great. And it can be it's like a double-sided sword, right? So this can be a strength, but it's also at the moment and it's funny because this comes up for a lot of people when they talk about going into like Akashic records and that kind of thing. The organized kind, because we think of like libraries that they're organized and we got to find I don't think it's going to work like that for you. So the more you can kind of quell your organized kind of do things a certain way brain, and kind of free flow and be a little bit more artistic with it, I think you'll be really, really happy with those results. If you can kind of get out of your way a little bit with that. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I'll work on that.
It takes
That's a
time.
hard one.
Yeah, it is. Because I don't have that brain completely, but a little aspect of it, because I like to know how things work. And with spirit, good luck. So I've had to, and I say it over and over in my lives, I always start from a place of I don't know. And that's hard for me. That's not my natural thing. I always want to know, I want to take things apart and know how they work and know why we're doing this and know where it's coming from. That's just how my brain has always worked. But when I work with spirit, I don't get to know that. So I've just kind of
vulnerable.
Yeah. So I've had to lay down all those wants and desires and egos and say, okay, we'll start from a place of I don't know, and then just go by what spirit shows me. And that's what it is for me. Okay. So now let's talk about what's your strength, or where is spirit possibly pushing you? Let me just ask that real quick. Okay. I have to tell you, and it's not that I'm not saying you're a medium. I mean, we all have the ability,
Right.
But I will say that what I'm being shown is you got a lot of folks in spirit that are helping you with your intuitive skills or abilities. So you have like a push coming from spirit. So these are guides, these are loved ones in spirit. So the more you can connect with those, I don't think you're going to be doing this in a way of mediumship necessarily, but I think they're going to help you access Akashic records, access energy for Reiki, access energy for working with cards. So just know that you've got a team behind you. And I feel like for you, that's going to be really, really important. They're going to kind of put this information on a platter for you. Okay. So you can do all these, but I really feel like you're going to learn cards pretty well. I do feel like there will be a modality that you use as far as like a tool.
Mm-hmm. It's just up in the air because I got to do this other stuff first.
Yeah, I mean, and you can do it simultaneously.
Okay.
You can work. You don't have to like, for me, I had to deal with some trauma and stuff to kind of, what I say is like I'm a vessel, so I need to make sure I'm a clean vessel. So for me, it was dealing with that, but I was doing it congruently with still like learning cards and tapping into the guides and stuff like that. So, some people, they want to focus on one thing at a time, but I think you can do all of it.
Okay. So I got to get out of my own way. Okay. So like I've heard that before, and I was hoping to have a better kind of like do this one thing and it'll be magic. Oh,
no magic bullet. I'm sorry. I'm not the magic bullet guy. I'm very much like a process guy. It's like what's the process we got to go through?
And I wanted, yes, you named it. And okay. So I just need to float my boat here.
Float that boat.
Okay.
All right, my
Thank
dear.
you very much.
Stay in touch. Good night.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to bring Carol on in just a moment. Let me maybe answer one or two more. Did that one. All right. Ask your guides what is holding me back from getting a job. Specifically, there's a couple things. I feel like they're taking me to the resume. So, and when I say resume, it may not be an actual resume. Whatever you're putting out there whatever you're putting on your fishing line to throw out, and get these bites from potential employers or, people to, hire you for contracting, whatever it is. There's something there. So I'm going to say resume, but if it's not like a standard resume, apply this to whatever you're doing. There's something that's not a good look. There's something you need to remove. What that is, and I feel like it's in the middle. So this would probably be something from a previous, like a job reference or an employment that you did before is kind of what I'm getting. So there might be something to kind of judge or represent it in a different way. And then there's also something that you haven't put on there, that you haven't thought of, that could actually flip it the other way where it's more helpful. So I'm being drawn specifically to how you're putting yourself out there. Okay. Keep doing it. Kind of, I feel like you recently did fix the resume or whatever it is recently. There's more work to be done there. All right. So I'll leave you with that. I feel like once you do it, it's going to happen pretty quickly. All right. Thank you for the question. And everybody that's here, if you could hit the like button. Carol, you ready? Let's go.
Hi there.
Hey, Carol, how are you?
I'm laying down, but I'm good.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, you look comfy.
Yeah, thanks. My
I
puppy's
love it. The
right.
double pillow. What do you got there? A doggy? Puppy?
Yeah, my little girl. Yeah, it's a little girl.
She's cute. I love it when the
104.
puppies come on.
She's a baby
Wow.
girl.
Yeah, she's sweet. How can I help you?
Okay, so I am once again in the process of trying to remove a trustee, and the attorney that I have, I believe I really believe that he is not working for me. He's working against me, and milking this out for money. So, and I really can't afford to get another attorney because it costs about $10,000 just to start the process with another attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So, is this attorney going to be able to do the work that I need him to do? Or do I need to bite the bullet, fire him, and find somebody else?
Okay. Let me just feel into it. The short answer, to answer your question, like objectively, is he able to? I feel like he's actually a good attorney. I feel like he's actually got like a good track record. Do you understand that?
Yeah, and he's also a judge in a different district doing the same kind of work.
Yeah. So what I'm getting is, when you say can he? Absolutely. The guy's got the ability, probably more than anybody you've come in contact with. So it's like bing, 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 bing. Yes. The energy says, yes, he can. There is almost like, I don't think it's a conflict of interest, but it gives me that kind of feeling of like he's got something else going on, and there's a reason why you're being either put off or postponed. So, and I don't know that it's political or that it's money driven. It feels to me like it might be a little bit more money driven, and it has to do with other things he's working on. So I think you're going to have to either be really upfront or get a third party involved that can kind of give some accountability to him.
Okay, that's a possibility.
Have you suggested him teaming up with somebody else?
Well, he is teamed up with somebody else.
Okay,
Because
so that third party, there's something there where you can get that third party to put a little pressure on him. Have you done that yet?
No, in fact, I've not felt comfortable reaching out to the other attorney who actually was the one that went to court with me.
Okay. And this is, I want to say this is
He's a
not legal advice, right?
other,
So,
yeah. There's a younger fellow that he had to bring in from another firm to go to court to a hearing with me because this other fellow cannot be a judge in another district and represent me in the courtroom in another
okay.
district. So it's just
I'll just leave you to kind of sit with this and see how you feel comfortable moving forward with it. But what your energies are showing me is there's something. It feels like you'll have to get the third party or a third party involved to make this other person feel like they have to show up a little bit more for your case or your file. It's just so there's some kind of tactful way you can kind of. I almost feel like you might have to be a little sneaky or a little bit tactful about it to get other people kind of. It's almost like, let me call mom in the room and see what she says, and then everybody's like, okay, mom's here. That type of thing where he just needs a little bit of accountability.
that's I'll have to think about that because I don't know if anybody that can be accountable. He would even. He's above everybody else. So.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's going to involve a little bit of like kind of sneaky, crafty kind of poking around a little bit. So don't be afraid to ask questions. And it feels to me like it just connects with other people being involved. So.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
But can he? Yes, he can. I feel like he's, as far as ability, I'm getting good energy there. It's just that he's got other things going on and there's something he's kind of playing a little bit of a game and he's not quite taking your timelines into consideration.
Right. Okay. Very good.
All right. Good luck with it.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, Carol. Good night. Right. Did I miss my reading? Hypnicity? No, I don't think you did. Let me see if I can find it. Not banners, comments. I think I did that one. Let's see. Mimi, thank you for being here. Can you offer any insight into the situation with my sister and the professionals in the UK? Okay. The first thing that comes up when they show me the dollar signs, this means that there is a financial issue that is, it's a thing. It's a thing. So don't want to say problematic. I think it's a hurdle. So I almost feel like what I want to say and what I'm hearing is underfunded. So there's something here where financial resources, I actually feel like they're going to be provided. They're going to be provided. So financial resources at the moment or have kind of, it's a thing is what I'm saying. So that's what's either causing like an underlying thing or a backup as far as timeline. So once we figure out what's going on with money, and I know that's a lot of situations kind of hinge on that, but I feel like it almost feels dangled. It feels like the money is here, but there's something that we have to do to get to it. So keep working, whoever, whether it's you or sister or the professionals, whatever it is, keep working with them. I feel like we're going to get there, but the timeline's a little bit longer because of the money situation. I hope you understand that. I feel like you see a little bit more of a smooth road once we get to summer of 2024. I feel like this kind of goes out a little bit. Let me know how you understand that. No, you did not miss it. Da, da, da. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to read. It's a challenge for me. All right. Got it. Let's check this out. Peter, I do see improvement. You're going to have to make some decisions. What they're showing me is they're giving, your energies are giving me the feeling that this is a little bit of your doing as far as some of the situations financially that have happened. It's almost like you've overextended yourself at the behest, is that a word? To help other people. So it's like you were trying to do the right thing. You were trying to, you just spread yourself out a little thin. I feel like this is something you did before and it's still kind of haunting you a little bit in the financial energy. So recapture some of that. I feel like you might have to make some decisions that are already happening and actually will come up in 2024 where people are saying, help me, or oh, I want to put money into this. I want to put money into that because of other. The word tonight, I guess, is third parties. I've been using it a lot. So these third parties where your money and your finances are kind of hinged on them. So once you kind of maybe tighten up that part of your money energy, things will get a lot better. So it's not about being selfish because I don't think that's you, but it's about protecting your money energy a little bit better. And then it seems to me like it really evens out. And then you can kind of get a hold of it. And then you can kind of get back to where you're a little bit more regulated, putting those out there a little bit more. But right now I feel like it's like, bring it in. So you're going to have to make some tough money. So it's tighten the purse strings is what they say. But yes, I feel like 2024, you get a hold of the reins a little bit more. That's a lot of analogies I'm using. It feels to me like, once again, we're talking about summer before it gets there too. So you got like a 6 to 8 month timeline. All right, Billy, thank you for being here. Will friend Miles receive his SSI? March. It's a process as well. I've got early next year, actually, February, late February, early March. So there's a little bit of a process that still has to happen. And I feel like there's some sort of like filing or paperwork or like I want to put a stamp on something. So for this to be approved, there's one more thing that has to be done. So I think friend Miles still has a little bit of work to do as far as either finishing the file or the filing. They don't have everything they need. All right. But yes, short answer is yes. I've got February, March on the timeline for that. And that could be moved up if whatever it is that's missing or whatever it is that's needed is quickly kind of corrected or provided. So, but I think that's the timeline that's going on right now for me. Let's check in. Hi, Viviani. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, Peter. Thank you for being here, Janet. Oh my gosh, doing some weird stuff. Yep. So I've got a yes on the Colorado, and I'm not sure what state you're in, but what I'm getting is I'm seeing a move to Colorado, and it feels to me like it's not completely like fixed. So let me explain what I mean by that. I feel like there's a move there, and then there's when I say quick, I feel like we're not there for like years. I feel like we're there for months. So a year, maybe less than a year. And then there's another move, and it feels to me like it's like, I almost feel like I'm hopping borders. So whatever states are close by, what are we like, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, Colorado, whatever it is. Let me know if he's thinking about moving to like almost like the border line part of Colorado. Because I feel like there's a move where he moves. So it's a yes to that question, but I feel like he goes somewhere else, and then there may be a pull back to. It's just like an in and out. So would you understand this is for work? Because it feels to me like there's something connected to it that's kind of tugging and pulling. Yes. Okay. This is a yes, right? Do you have a Ryan connected to your sun? Would you understand an R? Yeah, that's Ryan. So I've got a Ryan connected to your sun. I feel like there's also a Penny story with Ryan as well. I'm getting the fast. A lot of fast moving energy with your son, and I feel like that's how he presented when he was here, as zoom. So, and I'm not sure, he's not showing me any kind of like age or anything, but I feel like if he was somebody that would have been on motorcycles, bicycles, very fast energy. The pennies, yes, pennies and dimes, to actually, because there's so many dropping. So Nebraska, Mexico, our borders. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, I was like, I'm not pulling up a map right now to see what borders Colorado, but no Arizona. Okay, never mind. I'm just seeing the border. I don't think he's going to be going back to Rebecca. I don't think he's going to be in Chicago or Illinois much longer. So I know you'd like to keep him around you, but I think he's going to be visiting because he's going to be in other states. Oh, you're in Colorado. Oh, yeah. So that'll be good, right? So he'll be coming back to see you. Got it. I was thinking you were in Chicago as well. I misunderstood. So that would be a good thing, and I do think he's going to. But there's going to be kind of he might be in a neighboring state for a while too. Oop, already did that one. Did that one. All right, I think we're going to do a few more. Let's do this one. Cats. That's my son's name. Very cool. Could you please see how my retreat I have put together for next August is going to go? Will it be successful? Thanks. Glad I found your channel. You are welcome. I'm glad you found my channel too. It's going to be good. I don't. So I'm having trouble with August. I don't know why. Did you have this in another month? Because I feel like we've changed the month it's going to be in, or there's going to be perhaps a change, and it could be a change within August. I just don't know. I almost feel like the date you have, there's something that doesn't feel to me like it's set in stone. Like there's the potential. And when I say potential, when I feel this, it doesn't mean that it's definitely going to happen. But there is a potential. So there may be a conversation that happens of sliding that date of whenever. But I do think it's going to be successful. I think it's going to be stressful. And I do think be ready to kind of roll with the punches, because I think just not even with the date, I think there's some other things that you might have to kind of be flexible with, or be ready to kind of jump in and put out some fires, with the scheduling and with, the things you need there and the people that are going to be there, that kind of thing. So it will work out fine. I do think it's going to be successful. I actually think it's something that people are going to be talking about, and then it will lead to some other opportunities for you. Okay. Which I think it feels to me like that's the point, actually. So yeah, just be flexible and be ready to kind of tackle that date issue, because there's something with that. And I'm not sure if you've already done that, but they're just showing me that August feels weird. Mimi, cool. Thank you for sharing that. Any timeline for when the money is released? It's funny that I just told Cass that I wasn't feeling August. With you, I'm actually feeling some energy around August. So summer of 2024. But I almost feel like it's like in phases, because I'm also feeling some energy earlier in the year, like March. But and then there's so there might be 2 phases to this, but I'm feeling like a finality in August. This is an interesting question. Am I a good person? Yes, you're a good person. At our core, we're all good people, good energy. I think it's actually, it's interesting. Let it come to you a little bit. I think even with the question of I'm a good person, and this is kind of what I'm feeling, I feel like you're actually a really good person. I feel like you do everything with that motivation. And I don't know you, Wildflower Wind, but the energy that I'm getting as I connect with you is that sometimes the human things might not line up in your life because you're trying so hard and you're so motivated by doing the right thing or being a good person. And sometimes it's either misunderstood or it doesn't translate. So the directives from your energy are relax a little bit and let it come to you instead of being, because I feel like you're a proactive person. You're a person that's kind of like always pushing the envelope and always trying to make things happen. And that's fine. That's a great quality. But to find that balance a little bit, I think could really help you to kind of just let it come to you. And I always say like, and I was like this too, where I wanted to make things happen. And I was always putting the square peg in the round hole or whatever you say. Once I started just kind of Jesus take the wheel, follow the breadcrumbs, that type of thing, it got a little bit better. So I'm sensing that for you as well. But yes. And as far as the improvement, once again, just kind of relax a little bit. Let it come to you. Yes. It's actually sooner than you think. I feel like they're giving you like a 6 to like 12-month timeline or closer to a year. I actually think it's going to be 3.5 months from when you filed for the appeal. So I feel like they gave you a long timeline. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 3.5 months. So I got like 90 to like 100 days. And it's a yes. Yes. The answer is yes. They did love you. I also feel like they loved what you provided as well. So I almost felt like you were a caretaker for like you took care of them, or you tried to. It might have been a situation where they were a bit of a wounded animal, as I say, like a fixer-upper, and you were in this place, and it almost became like where you were taking care of them. And I think they loved that, but didn't necessarily appreciate it, and that probably was. I'm guessing that is one of the things that happened between you, but I do believe they loved you, and like deep down, I think appreciated who you were. But as far as like what was being done for them, I think that they didn't really know how to appreciate it. It was almost like, feels to me like they felt entitled to it. But stay away. Don't go back. No, do what you want, but I'm getting it wouldn't be a good idea. All right, Ness. 3 missing tree ornaments. What I'm hearing is they're not missing. I mean, you're missing them. I think you're going to find them because I feel like they're around you. I feel like they haven't left the building. They're not like Elvis. They have not left the building. They are somewhere in where you can get to them. So keep looking. I do believe you'll find them. I almost feel like what they're showing me is that they were put up somewhere, and it's like it's kind of like, you know how when you keep something in a certain place and then you use it, and then when you go to put it back, you start putting it in a different place. I feel like what they're showing me is they're in the old place. They're in the previous place. Let me know if you find them. So yes, the answer is yes. You'll eventually find them. Different, trying to find out if he different has. Okay, let me try it. I'm going to keep this like very objective and short. So I'm going to answer I'll do my best to answer finding out if a dear friend has passed. I'll see if I can connect MC. Okay, so this is really just my opinion based on what I'm not getting. So if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say no, MC has not passed. I do think there's some trouble. So keep trying to get a hold of them. I think they could use your support, but and I don't know that this is health. It feels to me like it could be a mental health situation. But anyway, I'm not feeling a connection. It doesn't mean that they haven't, but like I say, I'm kind of guessing based on not having a connection with them. All right, but keep trying. All right, Baru Roy, thank you for the donation. Much appreciated. All right, I think I'm going to do one more. Let me just check in with everybody. How's everybody doing? Yes, I changed the date. This is interesting. Okay. Late June, August. Hopefully that is what you picked up on. Yeah. I think there's still some, and I'm not saying the date's going to change again, Cass, but there's still something to understand about August. I think maybe it presents some other challenges, with all the different moving, spinning plates. So I don't think it will be bad. I don't think it's anything you can't overcome, but it's like you're going to have to continue to kind of be on top. So just be on top of everything the best you can, and be ready to kind of put out those fires. But overall, yeah, I think you're in a good spot. Okay, let's see. Oh, Hypnicity, I'm going to get to you next, and then I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here. Once again, if you've not subscribed to my channel, I would super duper appreciate it. Go ahead and do it now. If you haven't done it, go do it now. It's like down here, there's a button. And then hit the like button. Even if you don't like it, hit the like button. All right, question. Will my BF, is that best friend? Will my best friend find his fairly new phone that he lost last month? No. Nope. Phone's gone. And I feel like actually they're putting like a partition between him and the phone. So we'll say third party again. There's a third party that is what's a boyfriend. Got it. Anyway, there's something that's like disconnected him from the phone. So this tells me there's like either another person or a situation where he's not going to be able to get access to the phone, and it's actually he's being blocked. So I feel like there's been a full separation from him or them and the phone. Oh, best friend is BFS. That's a best friend forever, I think. Anyway, crafty lady, let me know if this is a best friend or a boyfriend, but no, it's time to get a new phone. Just in time for Christmas. All right, bye, Elle. Good night, everyone. I'm gonna look for hypnicities. Oh, you love my readings. Okay, I don't think Hypnicity, if you're still here, could you put your question in? Because I don't think I got it. What age range will I write a children's book for? You told me in a previous year I will write children's books. I forgot to ask what age range. So I'm getting like this interesting, pretty young, 8 to 10. So it's like more of like a preteen kind of situation, but I feel like it makes sense. Here's what I'm getting. It's more of a sense of the child will be reading the book. It won't be read to them. So it's not like 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. This isn't bedtime stories that mom and dad's going to read to their kids. This is something that they are going to, it's like a developmental type of situation is what I'm getting, but it's also not like a teenager kind of platform. So I'm getting like this 8 to 10, 7 to 11, kind of in that sweet spot there. And it feels to me like there's something developmental or learning, which it should be, right? Let us know how that goes. Thank you, Sharon. Let's see. I have the Star of David in my chart. What is the significance? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm not a, what is it? Astrologer? Astrology? Let me see, though. Okay. Once again, I don't know what Star of David means as far as the astrological or that type of thing. But as I ask your energies what this means or to give me some information about it, what I'm getting is there's a real kind of like innate, almost like they're showing me like this ball of strength in you. And we all have it to a degree, but I feel like there's a lot there for you. So strength, and also they're showing me like this, like continuing. So there's this energy of like continuing regardless of what you go through. And so that could be what I'm picking up on, the strength that allows you to be continuous and to get through things, and even lifetimes is what I'm getting. So when I do this is like moving forward. So they're just giving me this like strength of you moving forward. So there's something there that's just showing you that you've got that, and it allows you to do a lot of things. Lisa, what do you say? Astrological, excuse me, oh gross. Astrological tarot, Michelle can help you. So check out that, Michelle. All right. I think I'm good. As always, I do private readings. When I bring people on or when I do readings, this is like just a little bit of a snippet of what I do. It's actually quite different once we get into a private setting. I'm not dealing with all these other energies. And we can really kind of focus. I do 30-minute, 45-minute, and 50-minute readings, mediumship, psychic readings. I also do pet energy sessions as well for your pets that are still here in the physical. You can go to my website, stophercavins.com, and first page right there, you can book your readings. There's also a page that kind of tells you, the services page tells you what the readings are and what they entail. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me through my website and ask me those questions. I got just real quick. I got a question the other day, and I read with the girl today. She had asked, she wanted to connect with her mother or grandmother. I forget who it was, but apparently they spoke a different language. They did not speak English, or, I dabble in Spanish. So she was wondering if I'd be able to connect with them and get messages and information from them. And the answer is yes. It doesn't matter what language, or even if they didn't speak. Because once we go into spirit, my experience with when I connect is that they're using my brain. They're using this processor, this computer. So they're just kind of pushing the button, plugging in the dial there, and it comes to me the way I understand it. So, and I'm not always just hearing words. I'm seeing things. I'm feeling things. Most of what I do is feeling things. I'm just like knowing things. So it kind of goes through this filter, and then it's given to me in ways that I can understand it. So it doesn't matter what language they speak. But if you have any questions like that, you can always ask those. I will leave you with that. My mouth is getting dry, so good night, everyone. I appreciate you. I'll see you on Tuesday the 5th, back here on YouTube for the Pet Energy session. And then, of course, I'll be back next Thursday as well. Good night.